What if the loudest voice in your head isn't even yours? What if your every desire you chase, every fear that haunts you, every spontaneous thought that feels natural was carefully planted, not by your family, not by your friends, but by an invisible system, a system that never sleeps, a system that studies you more than you study yourself. That system has a name, the silent algorithm. It doesn't shout, it whispers, it doesn't command, it nudges, and yet in its silence, it has more power than any dictator, any government, or any billionaire alive today. This is not just about entertainment, this is about the ownership of your mind. If you value freedom, true freedom, then subscribe right now because this channel is dedicated to giving you the knowledge to fight back. This isn't just education, this is survival in the age of invisible control. Moving with first one, the whisper you never hear. Every time you unlock your phone, the algorithm greets you not with a hello, but with a suggestion. A suggestion disguised as your own thought. It whispers, watch this, not that. It whispers, click here, not there. It whispers, stay 5 more minutes, then 10, then 2 hours. You believe you are in control, but the truth is, every scroll, every pause, every hesitation is calculated. You are not wandering freely in the digital world. You are walking inside a carefully designed maze, and the algorithm is both architect and warden. Here is an example for you. You search one video on self improvement, suddenly your feed floods with motivational gurus, productivity hacks, and life changing products. Did you freely choose these avalanche, or were you nudged into a tunnel the algorithm built, one brick at a time? Here is a stat for you. A Harvard Business Review analysis revealed that over 70% of YouTube watch time comes not from user choice but from algorithmic recommendation. In other words, most of what you watch isn't chosen, it's assigned. And the most disturbing part, the whisper feels like your own voice. Moving with next one, the psychological trap. Algorithms don't just recommend content, they exploit your biology. They hijack ancient survival circuits and turn them into profit streams. First, dopamine loops. Every like, every ding, every push notification is a microdose of pleasure. Scientists compare it to a slot machine. The uncertainty of what's next keeps you hooked. Second, fear and anger triggers. Negative emotions grab attention 3 times stronger than positive ones. That's why fears tilt toward outrage. The angrier you are, the longer you stay. Third, identity shaping. The illusory truth effect makes repeated lies feels like truth. If you hear an idea 7 times, you start to believe it, even unconsciously. Algorithms amplify this. Here is an example for you. A young man looks up fitness advice. Within weeks, his feed turns from health tips to alpha male content, then to aggressive political extremism. Not because he asked for it, but because outrage increases engagement. Here is a stat for you. Stanford University found that 64% of people who join extremist groups on Facebook did so because the algorithm recommend them. This is not about free choice. This is about engineered addiction. Going with next one, the $1 billion business of you. You are not the customer. You are the product. The algorithm builds a shadow version of you. An AI twin. It knows when you feel lonely, when you feel ambitious, when you feel insecure. That replica is more accurate than your own diary. And advertisers don't just buy ad space, they buy access to your predicted emotions. Like if you are predicted to feel lonely at midnight, dating apps buy your midnight mood. Like If you are predicted to stress over bills at the end of the month, credit card companies buy your financial anxiety. If you are predicted to crave distraction after a breakup, streaming services buy your heartbreak. Here is a stat for you. The digital advertising industry is worth over $600 billion annually, powered by data collected by algorithms. Your future behavior is literally a commodity. You think you are browsing, but really, you are being auctioned. Moving with next one, the silent war for your mind. This is no longer entertainment. This is war. Governments use algorithms to spread propaganda. Corporations use them to maximize profit. Bad actors use them to polarize societies. And the AI systems themselves strip of ethics, optimize only for one thing, maximum engagement. But maximum engagement doesn't mean maximum happiness. It means maximum outrage, maximum division, maximum addiction. Here is an example for you. During elections, false stories spread faster than true ones because lies trigger more outrage. MIT researchers found false news spread 6 times faster than truth on Twitter. This isn't random chaos. This is engineered chaos. And the battlefield isn't your phone, it's your mind. Moving with next one, the hidden cost, mental health and identity. The silent algorithm doesn't just steal your time, it rewires your identity. First, anxiety. Constant notification keeping your nervous system in survival mode. Second, depression. Self-worth becomes tied to digital approval. Third, fractured identity. You are fed curated version of yourself until you no longer know who you were before the feed. Here is a story example for you. A teenage girl watches innocent dance videos. Within weeks, the algorithm feeds her diet hacks, perfect body, comparisons, and beauty filters. Soon, she is battling eating disorders, not by coincidence, by design. Here is a stat for you. The CDC reports teens spending 5 plus hours daily on algorithm driven platforms are twice as likely to report severe anxiety and depression symptoms. The algorithm doesn't care about your well being, it only cares about your attention. Moving with next one, breaking free, the digital rebellion. But here is the hope. Once you see the whisper, you can fight it. 3 rebellion strategies for you. First, awareness as armor. When you feel anger or fear online, pause. Ask, is this me or the algorithm trying to control me? Second, reprogram your feed. Every click is a vote. Stop feeding outrage. Flood the algorithm with the what strengthens you. Third, digital minimalism. Decide when you enter the algorithm, set boundaries, delete autoplay, protect your mornings, reclaim your nights. Here is an example for you. By disabling autoplay, studies show people reduce average watch time by 28%, regaining control over their focus. The rebellion doesn't require deleting the internet, it requires reclaiming it. Moving with next one, the future. Who writes your story? The silent algorithm is writing your life story in real time. But the question is, will you let it? Will you let it? If you allow algorithms to dictate your thoughts, your future belongs to someone else. But if you reclaim awareness, you reclaim authorship. Because the truth is, freedom doesn't begin with laws or governments, it begins inside your mind. And that's why you need to subscribe right now, not just for another video, but for a movement of rebels who refuse to let invisible whispers write their destiny. Here's the final message for you. The silent algorithm is the most powerful force you never see. It shapes what you desire, what you fear, and what you believe. But awareness breaks the spell. The moment you name the whisper, you strip it of its power. So choose your mind, choose your story, choose your freedom. Subscribe now because together we can build a rebellion strong enough to outsmart the system. Drop a comment. I choose my mind. Let's flood the algorithm with freedom instead of silence. This isn't just content. This is resistance. This is rebellion. This is you.